Wonder what Mr. Lee might know about this mask.
Folks, I have to once again defend myself against the spurious claims from McDonald Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion. Yes, as I fully disclosed, I bankrolled the experiment that gave him superior strength, speed, and that unsightly cyborg tail. The idea was to create an anti-Spider-Man who is not a threat and stops menaces. I had no idea he was crazy. Do you think his resume said psycho with a poisoning fetish? His lawsuit is a transparent attempt to reduce his sentence at the raft by placing the blame for his deeds on me. And that is one package Jonah Jameson refuses.
Attention units. Civilians are trapped following a car accident. Need additional units to the lower east side.
My injured shoulder eventually healed. The bill took a lot longer to pay. Nasty car wreck down there. People might be hurt.
Help me! Please!
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real.
Hold on! Everyone's safe. I should let fire and rescue do their jobs. The Williamsburg Bridge. Convenient route to someplace else I can't afford to live.
All units, we have a vehicle pursuit in progress. Reports are coming from the lower east side. Over.
Harry's VIP card for the nightclub. Harry always tried to include me.
All units be advised, break-in in progress. Officers needed in Upper Chinatown.
ever hear a knocking?
It's not quite fair! This is gonna hurt. Okay, beginning to think we're outmatched here.
Pro tip, if you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Attention units.
Almost
Robbery
morning.
reported.
Mr. Lee will be here soon.
Armed.
I could use a snack. Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
Hey, kid. How's all the science stuff going?
Leading up to the capture of New York City crime overlord Wilson Smith.
Peter, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting. Where'd she find it?
I'm really not sure. What is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
Hey,
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
I never
Yeah,
used to feel
makes
safe
sense.
with either shelter.
Demons,
This
huh?
one,
Catchy
I have
name.
never had.
Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped. Got some time to kill before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey work out in the city. That's a holdup.
Mr. Fisk.
Oh, you started without me.
Get over here!
Peter, Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seems worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
We're talking again. Baby steps. I hope I didn't upset Mr. Lee.
He's just concerned. I was actually touched by how concerned. I really liked you. He admires how dedicated you are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You've got a good boss, May.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Lance Corporal Texador is here for a fitting.
I totally forgot. I didn't forget. I just... I'll be there soon.
This tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
He's right. How did I lose track of time?
Attention all units. Assault in progress. Nearest units converge on Lower Chinatown.
Assault in progress. Gotta stop it. You wanna fight? It's your lucky day. Oh, what? It's not fun getting beat up? We'll sit with that for a while.
Thanks. It used to be safe here. You have no idea.
Spider-Man! The Spider-Man! Love you, dude.
Huh. Thought you'd be looking good, Spidey.
Hey, just taking a break.
It's really you. I'd love to have you as a guest.
Hey. Hello.
All units, we've got a commercial robbery in progress. Incident is ongoing near 2 bridges.
Love it. Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it.
That's a high-speed car chase, all right.
Back off and we'll blow you away! Pull your vehicle over, now! Get off our back! You are endangering innocent lives! Don't make us use force! Light over here!
Young man, I will pull this car over right now!
They're not gonna send us back up?
Yeah.
You got a gun?
Well, that's just... More crooks? This fight's going viral.
You don't know who you're asking for! What are we supposed to do against that? I can't believe what I'm seeing!
Get this crap off me! That's it, huh? I've had worse commutes.
Regards from the Kingpin.
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
You are so cool.
See the game last night?
Thank you.
I've always been about the truth. When I was a reporter and a newspaper
Nice
publisher,
weather, huh?
I printed the truth. And now as a broadcaster, I speak.
Hey.
Sometimes it hurts, but it's my responsibility to bring it to you. And the truth is, the city is not quiet. It is not peaceful. It is a disaster waiting to happen. Threats roiling under the surface like a hungry shark just beneath the waterline. Don't let Spider-Man fool you. You are not safe. None of us are.
My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money. Even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though. The menu.
All units, narcotics sale reported in progress. Incident is ongoing near 2 bridges.
Magnifique. Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
Not good. You guys said the bug was on vacation.
Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
I'm gonna put you in the ground. How is he doing that?
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal. Police are coming, so I'm going. Not getting much coverage. I should look for more towers to activate.
Attention units, there's an assault in progress. Report came in from Tribeca.
We don't need you here right now, right?
Copy that. Thanks for the heads up.
You want a fight? It's your lucky day. I love laying out bullies. Sorry, I'm usually web swinging.
Move it, spider jerk! Hey, no gun time for useless!
Robbery in progress, suspect armed. Available officers, move on the financial district.
Outside of the Brooklyn Queens.
The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment. Nailed it. Gotta be honest, Not a fan of Big Pharma, especially back alley Big Pharma.
Open fire! You're done, freak!
As I warned, Nostradamus-like, after Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like... They own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem. Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye!
All units advised. A kidnapping has been reported. Location is Seaport.
I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. Huh, you get what you pay for. Nice.
All units, we've got a commercial robbery in progress. Available officers?
Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can. Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask you to leave the store.
They just got more Open fire!
Gotta be a special kind of crazy to rob a storefront in the city Spider-Man protects. That was sweet. Cops are coming. I've been on worse terms with them, but why take chances?
Attention units, we've got a 10-10 possible narcotics sale. Incident is active in Park City. Over.
Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
Hassling the boss and left. You kidding? Like a 5-star hotel for him. Anything he wants. Like the guys inside. Sure, but I'm not. Cars, too. I'm getting paid all that much. I hear you. Take it away. The boss has it better in there. No other crew's dumb enough to mess with us. Should have brought my Sudoku. Who's there? Everyone on alert. Spider-Man's here. Guys, over here! I got something. We need to keep an eye out.
Com check, Zebra 2. Zebra 2 is not responding. Check it out.
You guys are late. Don't worry. I got plenty of face kicks left.
On! This will have our ass if we don't take him down! Today, you die!
He's webbing me!
Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends!
Not me!
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Hope you got the Chew on this! Gonna crush your skull! Friggin' ballerina! Can't let him clear! Why won't you die?
Oh, great, more of them! Guys, Fisk isn't here! You could have just bailed!
You don't mess with the Kingpin and live!
He's after
Come on, hit him!
Can't let him beat us! Can't let him beat us!
Reinforcements again? This is only acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars!
Come on, hit him!
Thinning us down! Whoa, you guys
You
see
don't
that?
mess with the Kingpin and live! Spread out in the hole!
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
People know my parents died in a plane crash, but I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did.
Attention unit. We have a possible kidnapping. Please proceed to Park City.
Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
Huh, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crime.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then fire yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes. I could never make it work on my own. That car...
No, Spider-Man! You're not playing this work on me! Get him, Spidey!
Someone's pinned under that car. Need to hurry. Thugs will cause the record down. Almost got it! Okay, people are safe. I should clear out so the professionals can get in.
You're a mensch, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man! I need a minute! Look, I know you've been hacking into our crime system towers.
Wasn't me. I mean, what towers?
I don't mind. In fact, I need your help. I think someone's jamming the system, and they must be using multiple jammers to cover the full frequency range. Could you take a look? If you help, I promise I won't tell anyone you're hacking us.
I prefer to call it sharing, but sure. The jammers emit a signal I can detect. Just need to swing through the financial district and hunt for a signal. Found a signal. Just need to follow it. The closer I am to the jammer, the stronger the signal gets. Fisk's men. This is my shocked face.
I see it! Have some of this! Crap! What's up? You should... Get the...
Gotta take out the jamming device. I didn't go through all that to leave the jam. Shoddy workmanship. I just took out a jamming device. That do anything?
No, but like I said, there's probably a bunch of them.
Makes sense. I'll track him down. I wonder if Fisk's men had anything to do with the system going down in the first place. Aw, they had a jamming party and didn't invite me.
Have some of this!
Just need to get rid of the jammer. Job's not done until that jammer's in pieces. Sometimes breaking stuff is the answer. And it's fun, too.
Spider-Man, it's working. I'm starting to get a weak signal. It's garbled, but I picked up something about Fisk and outfits.
Fisk was the kingpin of crime, but he didn't deal in knockoff fashion. The sooner the system is fixed, the sooner we know what they're planning. Only one jammer left. There are still a few rooftops I haven't tried. Gotta look for something out of the ordinary. This rooftop's clean. Well, by New York standards.
Why we need these jammers? I thought our guy on the inside disabled all the crime towers.
Someone's been reactivated, and we can't risk anyone seeing it.
Found you.
Hey, what the? Right out! I'm gonna teach you respect!
We still got this! Everyone down!
He's webbing me!
Okay, that's the last of them. The system should be back online.
Spider-Man, the crime system's working again.
Great. Any more info on Fisk's men or those outfits?
No, but the system's reporting unauthorized activity down by the docks. I'm sending coordinates now.
I'll check it out. Gotta get to the docks before they escape. Enough firepower for a small army. Whatever they're planning to do with those, it's nothing good. Gotta find out what those guns are for.
Hey! I saw you! Got Spider-Man in my sight!
Shut your mouth.
This'll shut your mouth.
Now maybe I can figure out what's going on. Guns, prison guard uniforms, and spoofed ID cards. They were planning to bust Fisk out of the raft. Sorry to spoil your prison break, guys.
You're gonna have a bad day. Back him down! I'm in an ass-kicking mood! Look out!
Looks like New York's finest have it from here.
Everything's clear on my end, too. Thanks for restoring the system, Spider-Man. I won't tell anyone you're piggybacking on it, but if you get caught, you're on your own.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to delete my selfies from the crime system servers. Used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once.
Folks, you've heard me express grave concern about the risk to civil liberties posed by the police department's crime system and their omnipresent towers. But at least the intention is to stop crimes. Now, recently, Spider-Man has been seen tampering with these very towers. And it's reasonable that my loyal listeners suspect he is disabling the towers so he can commit his unlawful misdeeds with impunity. But Spider-Man is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill menace. Oh, he's a 12th level Kung Fu master, 50 moves ahead menace, which is why I think he's actually hacking into these towers to spy on you and me. Your only defense? Listen to my show. All the time. If he's gonna spy on us, let him hear that we're on to him by listening to me every waking moment.
My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday. Cool window, but I always get the feeling something strange is going on in that place. Prom boutonniere. Crushed when I had to fight Fisk. Kinda symbolizes my luck with relationships. Hey, my Mark I web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same.
How does it work?
Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor.
It's Norman. Norman!
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you.
Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about.
This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter, there's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. He even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe. Must be some way to help Doc.
Today's the day. Grant review. We're ready. The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuator back to an acceptable tolerance. But Parker, the boy has an eye for guerrilla science like none other. Just as I was ready to order a custom machine replacement part, he returned from the hardware store with a bottle of solvent and a toothbrush. Bang! Actuator problem resolved. The boy is a genius. A chronically late genius. It's already 10 after. Where is he? Surely he couldn't have forgotten today's review.
Sorry I let you down, Doc.
Damn it! Why do I keep repeating the same mistake over and over? Norman Osborn cannot be trusted. In matters large and small, if Norman has the chance to profit off another man's loss, he'll take it. It's infuriating. Someday I'll turn the tables. I'll teach Norman what it is to feel helpless and small.
Doc must have more history with Norman than he shared. Man, I remember the first day I interviewed here. Showed up with stains on my shirt, 10 minutes late from stopping a mugging. Still can't believe Doc hired me. Hope he doesn't regret it now.
Peter. Oh, Peter. Don't even know why I'm bothering to record this. Norman has neutered us, and soon the lab will be out of funds. We were on the verge of such great things. If we had just a bit more time and money, I know all the ideas in our heads would have come pouring. Peter. Oh, Peter. Don't even know why I'm bothering to record this. Norman has neutered us, and soon the lab will be out of funds. We were on the verge of such great things. If we had just a bit more time and money, I know all the ideas in our heads would have come pouring. Wait. Ideas in our heads. My God, Peter, that's it!
Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texador. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again. Doc was testing the biocompatibility of graphene. Not great. Pretty high cytotoxicity. Not sure I'd use this as tissue interface. Running tests on carbon nanotube biocompatibility. Decent candidate for a direct tissue interface, but I feel like we can do better. Graphene. But the structure is super unique. What is this? Oh, awesome! It's been nano-latticed. Wow, that's strong. Could be a great structural element for a prosthetic. Okay, should check out Harry's research station when I get a chance. Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
Now, a lot of people ask me what I think of Mayor Osborn, but what matters is what you think. Let's ask our first caller. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Hi, I think Mayor Osborn's doing a terrific job. He's cleaned the city up and expanded the economy.
With all due respect, the office of mayor, the police cleaned up the city, and entrepreneurs boosted the economy. I do approve of many of the mayor's initiatives, like cracking down on quality-of-life crimes and reducing red tape. But I think he takes credit for a lot of things other people do. He's ambitious, which is not a bad thing. But I always say, be careful of people with agendas. We used to have a vigilant press to keep politicians honest, but it's a shadow of its former self. Now all you've really got is me.
Would you look at that? Half the crime tower's back up already.
When Spider Cop's on the job, come hell or high water, the job gets...
Nope, nope, nope. Nope.
She'd never admit it, but the chief was warming up to Spider Cop. His casual disregard for by-the-book thinking was a breath of fresh air. She'd come around. Someday. When the vulture cracked my eye lens, it almost blinded me. That was a wake-up call. Had to upgrade to a stronger material. The menu... Drug trade's gotten more aggressive post this. Gotta stump that out.
Ah, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
Get over here! It's not right there! I can evade it!
Drugs are maybe my most disliked criminal activity. Definitely top 5. Or bottom 5. However that works. Sit tight, guy.
Officers, be advised. We have a report of a missing person. Officers needed on scene in Rosevale.
I'll set my earpiece to focus on muffled voices.
Sorry, spider emergency.
I was in Times Square during the Fisk assault. It was like finally
I think we have a winner. Hold on, I'll get you out.
Let me cut her skin. Thank you. Step, they're the ones. Don't got time for you.
Screwing up my meal ticket, Spider-Man!
You ain't ready for this!
Can't hit him on this!
Glad I stopped that. Could have gotten ugly fast.
Need backup for a vehicle pursuit in progress. Officers needed on scene in Clinton.
Harry left me a message about these before he left for you.
Pete, hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. Particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source. Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there. And gotcha! I'm getting some good stuff. Well, good samples of bad stuff, anyway. Got it. Oh, feels like I'm breathing from a tailpipe. I must be freaking these people out. What else is new? Jammer I whipped up to jam Vulture's wings. Too bad he improved them after that. Huh. The toxin's coming from 2 types of cars. And a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. Great light on that. Perfect. Best smokestack picture I ever took. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry Station just stopped a public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did he get out of the guard?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank. With this vial of the lizard's blood, I was able to mix up a cure and turn him back into Dr. Connors. Too bad it didn't last. The jam...
they've quietly established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. The demons are my fault.
But what were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering? Are you okay? You sound even mopier than usual.
I think I might have just lost my job. The city, Norman actually, pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete. I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad. You'll find another source. Your work's too important.
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you soon. Pro tip, if you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Hey, Pete. This lab monitors the health of marine life. And we've got a bunch of medicine on site if you need it. But the effects these diseases have, they are not something any living creature should go through.
Looks like there's a bacterial infection in the fish. I better take care of it before the food supply's contaminated. Found an antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal the fish. I just need to spray it over the water. And fast, before people start getting sick. First step, get to the docks. I bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water. Call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man. These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight. Now that it's clear, this is a perfect spot to spray. If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide. Gotta cover a wide area. The fish will spread it to other fish, which is good, because there's not much for me to swing from further out. Based on the water currents, there's another area I need to hit. More barrels. Definitely the source of the bacteria. I'll get rid of them. Great thing about barrels, they don't shoot at me. The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips. All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you. This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter. Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured. All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before it started. It'll be tough for Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling its weight.